Hi Aquarius, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Aquarius, this is a reading for the week of the 12th of May. And to start with, we will look at what's been going on for you, what's the energy you've been in, and then we'll get into the week of the 12th. And Aquarius, if you're happy to subscribe, I really appreciate that support because it does help my channel, so thank you. Let's get going. Under the deck, the Seven of Cups. Something's going on here where it feels like a very confusing emotional choice. And the energy you're in, King of Wands, feels like you're making a business or a work choice, something maybe to do with a fire sign person, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But there's a lot of emotions swirling around here, which is making it a bit confusing and tricky. But the King of Wands, it could be about a work situation, a business situation, or, perhaps it's something to do with travel or a trip or a fire person. Because these are general, it'll be different stories for everyone, and it may or may not resonate for you. But a little bit of a tricky choice, and you're trying to sort of navigate through that, I feel. Let's have a look at what the cards have got for the week of the 12th. And we'll see, the Hermit and the Lovers. Again, we've got a card of choice. The Hermit is the Virgo energy. The Lovers is Gemini, so you might have those people around you. But Virgo says you're having a big picture look at this. You're having an interesting, in the Hermit's lantern is the star. Now, the star in the tarot is the card for Aquarius. Just kind of a curious little symbolic nudge to you, Aquarius. Oh, Justice. You may have a Libran person with you. These are very big cards, Aquarius. Knight of Cups. The Hierophant and the Two of Wands. Taurus energy. It feels like you've... Oh, and under the deck is that Seven of Cups again. Okay. I'm glad you can see me shuffling because you can see that that's so random. Okay, it is about choice, and you're really kind of ruminating on it. These, you have 4 cards here that are referring to a choice. And it's interesting because it feels to me like you're either dealing with a big corporation, government, maybe some university, corporate, maybe you're looking at overseas work opportunities, overseas business opportunities, travel, but it's a big decision. And, the cards would encourage you to look at the true facts of the situation, because I think the emotions are making it confusing for you. And the Two of Wands says you're kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You're not sure because you feel stable where you are, but this is kind of calling you. And you appreciate it's your choice, Aquarius, but it's a big one. And when we get the card of Justice, it encourages us to look at really the true facts of the situation. Is this real? Is it a fantasy? What's true? What's real? Which the Seven of Cups would say as well. That's why you've got the Hermit sitting here, because the Hermit goes, okay, what's the big picture of this? What do I need to consider? What's deep in my heart? Where's my true north? Where am I actually heading? And will this take me where I want to go? Because I do feel there's a sort of an ambition or a heart energy in wanting to go forward with this. There might be quite a bit of red tape to deal with, or some sort of administrative stuff to deal with here. But it's a heart project. It's something you're quite passionate about. There's a lot of emotion attached to this. And it is a wanting to move forward with your heart. It's big. I have to say, it does really feel like work or business. But if you're already retired, maybe it's to do with travel. And it's a huge choice. It could be, for instance, if you were looking at an overseas job or career. Maybe you're looking at relocating overseas. Maybe there's been an offer and you're kind of going, oh, is it real or am I off in fairyland? How true is this? And the cards would encourage you to get the facts. Justice says you must look at the facts. Look at the absolute truth of this in a really honest way. Don't get caught in an illusion. I'm not saying it's not real or true, but kind of put your emotions to one side to get the clarity so that you can make your decision about how you want to move forward. All right, I'm going to close your reading out, Aquarius, with a message from Spirit for Aquarius. And yeah, we've got the Hierophants repeated. So this is the Taurus card, but it's a card that talks about the things like government, bureaucracy, but it can also talk about our own personal values and are we in alignment? So that might be a question to ask yourself today if you're relating to this. I mean, because they're general, it may not resonate for you, and that's okay, just let it go if that's the case. But this would say, you know, does this align for you? Is it a values match? And the Ten of Swords says you kind of reach the completion of the thinking process and you step out of the thinking. The Seven of Wands, it does feel like a promotion or an advancement or an expansion of some sort in work or business. It's like the next level, leveling up, going, okay, here I go, should you decide to. But I do feel like you reach your conclusion here through looking at the facts, through using logic. That's what I can see, Aquarius. I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye from me, and I'll see you next time.